Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Racha Kodash, and double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace and blessings to the elect of the nation of Israel. Alright, this year is Amma 1 from the Great Millstone camp in Trinidad. Come back to do another lesson through the Holy Spirit and power Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai. Alright, remember this lesson is a spiritual sword versus a carnal sword. Basically, who will win? Alright? A spiritual sword versus a carnal sword. Who will win? The showdown, as we all know, is between Jacob and Esau. Or we should know. As for the men in this truth, the brothers who now waking up, the showdown, alright, is between Jacob and Esau, twin brothers, born of Isaac and Rebekah. Alright? So this is second Ezra chapter 6 verse 7. It says, Then answered I and said, What shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followed? And he said unto me, From Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Alright? Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Genesis, the 3rd chapter, the 16th verse. It says, nope, not the 16th verse. The 15th verse. It says, And I will put enmity. This is the Most High talking to the serpent. Alright? The serpent was a man. Alright? And I will put enmity between thee and the woman. The woman there will represent the nation of Israel. Alright? That is the woman. The woman is Israel. According to Jeremiah chapter 6. I get that there. Verse 2, it says, I have likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman. So Genesis 3 and 15. This is the Most High telling the serpent this. And I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. Enmity means hatred, wrath, anger. Alright, the serpent's seed and the Israelites will always have enmity and hatred between each other. It says, It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. Alright, so we go and completely destroy the serpent, but the serpent will do some damage in the during the course of time. Alright, now the serpent, alright, is the descendants. The descendants of the serpent is Esau. So a proof for the serpent's seed and the woman's seed having enmity would be in Genesis 25 and verse 25. Just bear with me. Phone getting a little trouble here. Genesis 25. Yes, no. Verse 21. It says, And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife, because she was barren, and Yahweh was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived, and the children, yes, no, and the children struggled together within her, struggled to fight, they had enmity. Alright, because what was going on inside of that womb was the serpent seed. Although it come from Isaac, the Most High sent the spirit that was on the serpent, because there is something called reincarnation. The spirit that was on the serpent in the garden, and the spirit of Jacob became became known as Zion in the scriptures, the children of Jacob. The children of Esau known as the serpent. Alright? From the serpent to Cain to Esau. Alright? That is how it breaks down. Okay? So the children struggled together within her, and she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord. So the children were struggling, they were fighting even in the womb. Because they will always have enmity. The Most High say that. He will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. Alright? So now, let me go on to read. And Yahweh said unto her, two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. And when the days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red all over like an hairy garment. Now remember, don't read about this guy who are going to read about here in the Apocrypha, 2nd Ezra chapter 6 verse 9. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name what? Esau. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them. Alright? So now, let me get Genesis chapter 27 and verse, I read 37. Read from 34. Now this is when Isaac, his father of Jacob and Esau, was blessing. Jacob supplanted Esau the birthright and get the blessings of the kingdom of heaven. That is when we receive the kingdom of heaven. That is when we go in and bruise this serpent's head. Paul tell you that. Romans, let me get out there. Chapter 16, verse 20. And it says, and the power of peace shall bruise Satan under your feet shortly. The grace of our Lord Yahweh shall be with you, Tawab, or Aman. So, that is in the kingdom of heaven. That is when it go and completely be fulfilled. We shall bruise, why not reading Genesis 3? Genesis 3 and 15. Right, we shall bruise his head. Basically, we go and fuck him up. We go and totally destroy him. Alright? Thou shalt bruise his head. Alright? So we go and completely destroy the devil. So we'll go back in Genesis 27. Now, this is when, remember, as I said, Isaac gave Jacob the kingdom of heaven. This is where we're going and completely destroy Satan, or the serpent. The serpent was Satan, which is the so-called white man today. So, bear with me, this phone kind of playing mad here for my way. I gotta get it in the blue letter. Just bear with me a little bit. Baba Kwasha. Now, okay. Genesis. Well, I ain't getting it. The phone. I don't get a new phone. What? Right. Genesis 27. Okay, it must my Bible here, home here. So this Genesis chapter 27, verse 34, as I was reading. Alright, Genesis 27:34 is what Isaac told Esau when Esau came for his portion of the blessing. He says, and when Esau heard the words of his father, he cried with a great and exceeding bitter cry, and said unto his father, Bless me, even me also, O my father. And he said, Thy brother came with subtlety and had taken away thy blessing. And this is what Esau said, and he said, this is what Esau said, and he said, Is he not rightly named Jacob? For he had supplanted me these 2 times. Jacob is the Yaikwab in the Hebrew, which means supplanter. For he had supplanted me these 2 times. He took away my birthright, and now behold, he hath taken away my blessing. And he said, Hast thou reserved a blessing for me? And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, Behold, I have made him thy lord. Behold, I have made him thy lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants. And with corn and wine have I sustained him. What shall I do now unto thee, my son? And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. Alright, let's see if I could get it here. Because like the phones have to work a little bit. Apparently the Lord give it a play. Here, see? Verse 39, this is where I reach, right? It says, And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above, and by thy sword shalt thou live. Alright? By thy sword shalt thou live. So the so-called white man blessing was the sword. Esau's blessing was the sword. And by thy sword come from the Hebrew charab. And it means sword, knife, tools for cutting stone. Alright? By the knife, by the dagger, by the axe. Alright? The sword, and a sword wasn't is the Strong's definition from H 2717, drought also a cutting instrument from its destructive effect. Alright, so the so-called white man would be a destroyer, very destructive. He will live by destruction. By thy sword shalt thou live. We'll continue. It says, And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. And now going into something else. When the so-called white man break off from under the house of David, under the kingdom of Judah. Alright? Scripture say in those days the Edomites revolted. Alright? So that we're going into. But the point is, by thy sword shalt thou live. Name of the lesson is a physical sword against a spiritual sword. So the so-called white man, his blessing was the sword. Alright? And we get blessed with the sword. Okay? The elect get blessed with the sword. Psalms 147 and verse 19, 20 says, He showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He hath not dealt so with any nation. Remember, he showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He hath not dealt so with any nation. And as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai. Alright? So, the Lord showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and judgments to Israel. Alright, Hebrews chapter 4 verse 12, and it says, going good. For the word was shown to who? Jacob, his statutes and his judgments to Israel. Of the Most High is quick and powerful, and sharper than any two-edged sword. Woo! So you so-called white people, even though you come with whatever sword you have, the word of the Lord sharper than that. That is why it's bringing your kingdom down. And who was blessed with the word of the Lord? The Israelites. That is the sword we have. Alright? And sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrows. When this word come out against you so-called white people, you know what it does do? Break down all your strongholds and make you feel sick inside. Alright? That is why Yahweh Shai say, fear not them which have power to kill the body. Alright? And cannot do nothing to the spirit. You ain't spiritual. A carnal man is enmity against the Lord. Alright? So the nation of Israel would be spiritual people. Alright? Because the Lord will put enmity between the seed of the serpent and the seed of the woman. The woman's children will be spiritual people. The serpent was carnal from the start. That is why he introduced sin. Because he's carnality on. Okay? So, I'm going to continue. It says, for the word of the Most High, which was only given to Israel, is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword. Sharper than whatever sword you have, your guns, your military, alright? The way it is devised to kill people. The word of the Lord will break down all that, brother. So that is the most powerful. That is what going on triumph. Alright? The scripture says, blessed be the Lord who always causes us to triumph. We want triumph in Yahweh Shai, bro. It says, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrows, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart. Alright? Nowhere. See? Satan come again with the things, all the words that come out from this thing. Well, anyhow, I'll go in my Bible here and read it. This is Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 17. It says, and take the helmet of salvation and the I will get it here. So let me see. Ephesians 6. No. Bear with me. Well, like that working. Yeah. It says, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of the Most High. Woo! And this is Psalms. No. Make sure it's that way I go and get it. Think it's not right now, but I will still see. No, it's not that. Shut up. Alright, it says, but the word by the word of the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of the Most High. Alright, 2 Thessalonians. Let's see if I can get it. I'll get it in my Bible here. Cause like that, this phone just pretty mad all of a sudden. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. I'll read from Verse 7, it says, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Let's know. Wait, hold up. I'm going to read from verse 5. It says, remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things? And now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. Pull back the veil of the devil in his time. For the mystery of iniquity, mystery Babylon the Great, which is right now, and it was the Roman Empire back then, alright, that already worked. Only he who now letteth will let, until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom Yahweh shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, which is the words. That is how the Lord going to consume you with the spirit of his mouth. Alright? And shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Alright? So the spirit of the Lord's mouth will consume you, the prophets, preaching the words of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai. So that is way more powerful than that is what going on when. That is what going on conquer your system. Alright? That is what going on conquer your system. Let me see if I get some more. 2 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 14. Now thanks be unto the Most High, which always causeth us to triumph in Yahushai. Alright? In Yahushai. In the word. Yahushai is the word. John 1:1. In the beginning was the word, and the word was with the powers, and the word was a power. The same was in the beginning with the powers or the gods. If you read it with understanding, that is what it means. All things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made, which is Yahushai, who received the orders from his father Yahweh to create this heaven and this earth. Alright? With the holy angels. Okay? So the Lord maketh us to triumph. We going and conquer the so-called white man with the spiritual sword. The carnal sword will not prevail. The carnal sword cannot prevail. All you could do is take life. I'll get it in my Bible here. Hebrews chapter 2. No. Hebrews chapter 2 verse let's know it. Right. Verse 14, it says, for as much then as the children are partakers of the flesh and of flesh and blood, he also himself likewise took part of the same, that through death he might destroy him that had the power of death, that is the devil. Alright? That is what you have. You have the power. All you could do is kill the flesh, bro. That all you could do is kill the flesh. Alright? You can't do nothing to the spirit. The spirit belongs to Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai. Scripture say no man had power over the spirit to retain the spirit. Meaning if somebody die, you can't pull back that spirit. Only the Lord did. That the Lord play. Your play is that you could kill the flesh. Yeah? But the flesh, hey, the spirit always comes back into a new flesh. Alright? Matthew 10:28, it says, fear not them which kill the body. How you kill the body? You use a gun, you eugenics, making the so-called black woman take abortions by the millions, drugs, pump guns into the communities, the chemtrails. I was watching a video today, manganese or something like that. Manganese or something so. manganese. You know, we put in Jake food, Jake drinks to have them hyper and always on edge, and all of that folly. And all of that is you killing the body. Alright? That is you killing the body with your sword. Because that is what a sword is. A sword is an instrument for destruction. And you could destroy a body, as they say in the world, 6 million ways to die. You could kill a man all out. You don't necessarily have to have a gun. So-called white man crafty in how he could kill a man. He knows how to do it. Show you that in slavery. Tying men to a horse and ripping them apart. You know them kind of nasty way. You could do that. But now, through Yahushai, we received the holy scriptures, you dummy. And we cutting you with the sword of the spirit, which is way more powerful than the sword, than the carnal sword which you was blessed with. A carnal sword versus a spiritual sword. The spiritual sword will win. Alright? The spiritual sword will win. 32/3 it look like you winning right now, but you ain't winning a fuck. You're losing. You lost. When Yahushua came and died and was risen, that was the end of your kingdom. You lost already. Satan, you done lost. You ain't win. I feel I'll close it off here. Matter of fact, I will read 2 more precepts and close. End it. This Revelation chapter 5 verse 1. And I saw in the right hand of him that sat on the throne a book written, within and on the backside sealed with 7 seals, which is the Most High Yahweh. And I saw a strong angel, had Yahweh the book in his hand. And I saw a strong angel proclaiming with a loud voice, who is worthy to open the book and to loose the seals thereof? And no man in heaven nor in earth, neither under the earth, was able to open the book, neither to look thereon. And I wept much, because no man was found worthy to open and to read the book, neither to look thereon. And one of the elders said unto me, weep not. Behold the lion. You see, if the book wasn't able to open, John the Revelator understood that that is we ask. This devil just keep going, keep ruling, and we can't combat him, we can't fight him. Alright? We can't do him nothing, we go on only had to be under him suffering. That is why they were so adamant on Yahushua, Lord, it will thou at this time restore again the kingdom. Because they know the Savior came and, hey, this is the, look, no, that was the time. You know that, no, Lord, yeah. So I tell them, wait, be patient, you know. Lord told them to be patient. So it says, this is what the angel told John. It says, and one of the elders, or elder rather, said unto me, weep not, don't cry. He said, don't cry. Don't frighten. The Lord done conquer him already. Don't cry. All you done win, you don't get the victory. All you done triumph. All you go and triumph over this devil soon. Alright? Weep not. Behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David, had prevailed to open the book and to loose the 7 seals thereof. Alright? Which is Yahushai. He prevailed to open the book and to loose the 7 seals thereof. Revelation chapter 12 verse 11. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb, which is Yahushai. Alright? Because when you read verse 5, it says, and we Revelation 5 verse 6, and I beheld, and lo, in the midst of the throne and of the 4 beasts, and in the midst of the elders, stood a lamb, as it had been slain, having 7 horns and 7 eyes, which are the 7 spirits of God sent forth into all the earth, which was Yahushai. Alright, so when you read Revelation 12 verse 11, and they overcame him. Who is the they? The apostles of the Lord and the men of the Lord, the prophets. Overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony. The him that they're going to overcome is the so-called white man's beast and beast structure. Alright? The Roman Empire, which is America, come back today. By the word of the Lamb, by the blood of the Lamb, and by the word of their testimony, the sword of the Spirit, and they love not their lives unto death. Alright, so Esau, you are the carnal sword, we are the spiritual sword, which is way stronger than the carnal sword. And by that, we're going to destroy you by the words of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai. Alright, that is how we're going to conquer. These were 2 Corinthians 10 verse 1. Now I, Paul, beseech you by the meekness and gentleness of Yahushai, who in presence am base among you, but being absent am bold toward you. But I beseech you that I may not be bold when I am present with you, that with that confidence wherewith I think to be bold against some which think of us as we walked according to the flesh. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty to the pulling down to the Most High, to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down imaginations, and every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Yahushai. Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 12. Alright, and it says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, and against powers, and against the rulers of the darkness of this world, the elites, these devil elites, against spiritual wickedness, these damn Elamites who like to do the nasty necromancy. Alright? These dogs. Don't feel the Lord ain't seen none of all you. The Lord seen each and every one of all you. You damn Elamite dogs. May our Ba'asham Yahushai destroy all you. Okay? Lord seen you. And the Most High does protect who we know. Most High does protect his people. It says, the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. Alright? So we don't fight against flesh and blood. Our battle is against these wicked elites and the wickedness that is spread on the earth with the lies and the deceit and the treachery and the murders and the maliciousness and all the works of the flesh that is spread on the earth. That is what we're battling against. We're not battling against no freaking carnal fight. We have a spiritual sword, and the spiritual sword will destroy. And hey, the spiritual sword is papers. It's a book. You are all the guns and all the tanks and all kind of thing, and the spiritual sword written on paper, a book. Alright, the pen is mightier than the sword, is, I think I say. Alright, so hey, hopefully you've been edified, and with that I want to give all praise to Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Rocha Kodash, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone that rule well, and peace and blessings to the elect of the nation of Israel. This here is Amawan signing out. Shalom to the elect.